Hello everyone, welcome back to Death Stranding. Whole bunch of new mail. Every time I log in, I get a whole bunch of new stuff. We'll look at that later though. I feel like perhaps playing the game a bit rather than interacting with the lore. So, we just delivered something to the Timefall farmers. You've seen this one. Yeah, they're running out of those to show us.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear.
I bet the way it works
Sam Porter Bridges
is that, like, there's a number of them that it plays randomly, and then as you progress the story, the number of them available for that pool increases. Perhaps. Anyway, we spent some time trying to rebuild some roads last time. We really need them because the area is getting very rocky and we're having some trouble progressing, especially on our bike. We've been getting rid of our bikes right and left. What is that number above my bike? It's like boots times 24? I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, we came back from the Timefall farm. They sent us back here saying there were some new orders. Let's see what we got. Well, first of all, let's see if there's any bot deliverable stuff we can do. Okay. So a 70% there. We could do that one. Yeah. So that one, that would be too much damage. We can do that one. Sure. Oh, we only have... Okay, no, that works. Okay. And we could do this also. But what else could we potentially do? That would be too much damage. This would not be too much damage. It's to the weather station, so I'm going to have him do that one instead. Alright. Now, for our orders for Sam, we got a couple. Oh, so now they're sending me out to the film director. The film, yeah. And then out to the junk dealer, too. Right next to him. Huh. So, you can see those three, I don't remember there being three. I remember seeing two of them. But you can see that there's three post boxes by mules right between us. There's also a whole bunch of cracks. So we're going to have to go almost straight east anyway to get to these. Let's just go ahead and listen to the briefing. Listen to the briefing. No briefing. What about this one? Why is that not working? Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button.
Heads up, Sam. This junk dealer's probably going to give you a hard time. He's got a rep for demanding the impossible and lodging complaints when folks don't come through. As usual, he wants a bunch of scrap, and he wants it ASAP, for whatever reason. According to Fragile's records, he's nothing but trouble. Doubt he'll treat you any better than he treated her. But I want you to do your best for him, regardless. If you're going to meet his deadline, you'll have to move fast. But don't take unnecessary risks and endanger yourself or your cargo. Oh, and if you're wondering why we don't just tell this guy to go to hell, we can't. Fact is, we need his shelter if we're going to push ahead with expanding the network. So, we've got to get on his good side. Easier said than done, considering how little interest he's shown in joining the UCA. But be nice, and if nothing else, try to get him to contract with us.
Alright. So, I'm going to take both of these at once. And I'm getting the impression, just like when we went to the craftsman, and he sent us on into BT area without the ability to fabricate stuff, that this might be something like that. So I'm going to take some extra grenades also. So, grab both of those. And let's grab, say, another 4 grenades. Sure. Alright. I still don't know what it means to be in the backpack itself rather than up on top. Maybe it means it's less likely to fall off, so it's safer. That definitely is what that icon means, that it's in the lower part of your backpack rather than stacked up on top of it. But I don't know what the point of that is, right? Anyway, we got a boulder gun, we got a bunch of blood bags. Our boots are pretty good. Yeah, boots are fine. Skeleton's okay. We have a whole bunch of grenades we're not going to bother with. No. Should I take another blood bag? I mean, we got a lot of grenades. I'm going to go ahead and take one more blood bag.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
So last time we did clear out the mule camp, so I'm hoping it's not going to be a problem.
Sam, it's fragile. Though he calls himself a junk dealer now, your client used to work in comms as a repairman. Could fix anything, from simple wireless terminals to integral parts of the civic network. He was a good man, a pleasure to deal with. But after the attack near South Knot City, he changed. Not that I blame him. We gave him plenty of reason to distrust us.
What's that red thing? Oh, it's a bike. It's someone else's bike. I know we're on a time limit. I shouldn't be wasting my time. That thing's cool. I don't remember there being a rainbow there before. Maybe it's just because we took the mission? I didn't look at the weather. Yeah, they're still all knocked out.
I wonder if anyone's watching.
Let's go up over there. Okay, we'll go straight for that bridge. It seems like it makes sense. Was that mine? No. Got a bit of time fall. We'll stop at the shelter just to make sure we repair. That's a good bridge. I remember we were we left our bike like out there because the ground was really not friendly.
Weapons detected.
Good bridge.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Good to see you, Sam. Sorry for the hassle. This is in great shape. Excellent work.
Not quite at 2.
for that, Sam. I expect I'll have to call you again in the future.
Alright, I did see that there was orders here. Let's just take a look at what they are. The standard orders. But they're going way back. Yeah. Defective chiral printer cartridges. For so many likes! Look at that! Look at this, the weight! 1160. Good God. That's a ridiculous amount of weight. Like, I don't even know how to approach doing that. I guess you'd maybe steal a truck from one of the mule networks. But even then, I don't think a truck can carry that much. Okay, where am I going now? Right that way? Okay. Look at this terrain and this weather. The fog. Reminds me of Mad Max. What is going on there? Oh, it's just somebody's, somebody had a place. We used to pack into the theaters. Not anymore. Like, I don't know. In the post-coronavirus world, I don't know what we're gonna do for movie theaters. They might never come back. I mean, they talk about people having drive-ins, but I can imagine. I don't know. Come on, give me up. Look at all this lost cargo for Crater Lake.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Long time gone, my girl. All because of some terrorist nut jobs. And their buddies at Fragile fucking Express. Not to mention the Bridges assholes who had to go and kick the hornet's nest. Whatever. Let's see the goods. You made good time. Like you're supposed to. That's your job, isn't it?
Not even up to 1. Yeah, he doesn't like us.
As far as I'm concerned, all you porters are no better than terrorists. And nothing you say will convince me otherwise. So take your Cupid and fuck off.
Well, okay then. Something tells me that if we want to win him over, we need to figure out what really happened to that woman in the hologram. He seems to think she died in the attack. But we checked South Knot City's records, and there's no death certificate for a woman matching her description. Which is why I asked Fragile to look into it.
Hey, Sam. I was looking through my old client database on the off chance I might find our mystery woman. And wouldn't you know it, a pretty close match popped up. Facial and voice. She's still alive. Our junk dealer's grieving for nothing. I doubt he'll take our word for it, though. Hang on. He just posted another order. Probably just trying to push our buttons. May as well check the delivery terminal and see what he wants.
Good work. New order available. Please act.
junk dealer is at it again. He wants us to scavenge scrap and other materials from ruins outside South Knot City. The order calls for no less than 60 kilos, but the more the better, he says. The ruins are part of an old section of South Knot that was destroyed in a terrorist attack. BT activity is still regularly confirmed. In short, he's asking you to risk your neck for a back-breaking heap of junk. Asshole. Make sure you're well prepared.
It's saying ladders and BTs. I don't have a ladder on me. But we have quite a few grenades. What's it giving me? Nothing.
Order assigned.
I mean, I'm very curious about all this stuff, but we'll deal with that later. Off that way. Well, there's no rainbow. Not that we could see it very well.
Weapons restrictions.
Junk disposal. Oh, there's the strand. There's the rainbow. There's even more. Okay. I think we're gonna do this on foot. So let's find where the time fall begins and back up a little bit. Maybe. Where? I mean, there's clearly guys over that way, but that way? Maybe not. Where's the rain? There's the rain. Okay. Back up just a little bit. So it's not raining. Come on. Is it raining? It is. It's still raining. Oh, hey, there's a thing there. We didn't even see it. Too much junk around. Ah, this is good enough.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Yeah, we're out of the rain. And right back in.
There we go.
So we actually have to find it. It's just like generally in this area. Okay. I'm thinking we're about to get a BT thing.
There we go.
There we go. Been a while since we've had to fight these guys. That was weird. There was like a wall. Okay. This is the area where you could potentially find the things he needs. Maybe start that way and work around. Come on. I see hands coming our way. Okay. Where you at? There you are. My ladder is deteriorating, apparently. I am worried about the time fall causing problems. Come on. I'm not equipping one. It's not dead. Okay. Let's see if I can just not deal with those. It's muddy. Slippery. Oh, there's a thing. Okay, we have to get that. You're a fat one, so you'll take 2. Calm down, calm down. Okay, we're good. We're undercover here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to repair spray. Okay. There's one way over there. And one over there. Okay. Yeah, I saw that one coming. I just was terrible at doing anything about it. Oh, my bike. My bike's getting ruined. I think we're good. Yeah. Okay, get rid of this. Let's get back to our trike. I like how BB gives me likes. That's adorable.
There we go.
Decent amount of Corellium too. Starting to use, yeah, I know. I use tons of those blood things. What are you asking? I don't know. Sometimes the tutorials come a bit later than I think they should.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
That is a big one.
Nice.
That didn't go too badly.
Almost there.
All this mail.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges. Fragile Express ID verifies. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Oh, my roads begin to deteriorate too? Ooh. I didn't know that. I thought the roads are permanent. This is going on for quite a bit.
Oh, shit! You actually managed to get the goods out of there? That takes balls. And would you look at that haul? You're definitely a cut above those fragile express goons. Let me guess. The great deliverer, am I right? Thought so.
One of them got wrecked pretty bad. The one we bumped into the ceiling, probably.
You know, those ruins you went to wouldn't be ruins if Fragile hadn't fucked us over. Bridges, too. All that talk of rebuilding the country. It's just stirring folks up. My girl would still be alive if it wasn't for you people. She was there. When the terrorists tried to take out South Knot, she was already dead. Because of you.
He's wrong. She's in a shelter southeast of the ruins. Mind if I take over? If he's not coming outside, then it doesn't matter who he yells at over the wire. And I'm guessing he'll feel better taking it out on me.
Hey, Bridges.
It's really hot in here.
Fragile says my girl's alive. And I'm just supposed to believe her? After what she did? Hell no. You're gonna need to prove it. And there's only one way out. I'll give you something to take to this woman you found. She says it's hers. You bring her back here to me. Take this with you, too. It's a skeleton I made that improves stability and mobility. Threw together some of the parts I've got lying around. Just so we're clear, I'm only giving it to you because I want to make abso-fucking-lutely sure you complete this delivery. If my girl's still alive, then when she sees what you're carrying, she'll want you to bring her here. You do right by me. I'll do right by you.
Good work. New order available. Sam, the order's been posted. Take a look at the delivery terminal.
Still can't craft. We can offload some stuff though. Some of these used up grenades.
Hey, Sam. The junk dealer told me a little bit more about the order, and I figured you would want to hear it. After you complete the delivery, he wants you to bring his girl back to his shelter. People call her the Chiral artist. She likes to use chiral matter in her work. Makes all kinds of things with it. Sculptures, paintings, clothing, jewelry. You'll be delivering one of her pieces, in fact. A chiral hourglass. To say it's fragile would be an understatement. But yeah, it's really freaking fragile. Treat it like a child. Be gentle. Got it? You need to carry it by hand and move slowly.
Oh.
Definitely no falling. Oh, and the dealer enclosed a message with the parcel. Make sure it gets to the girl.
Needs to be carried by hand. Risk of BTs. The hourglass is extremely fragile. Carry it in your hands at all times. Phew.
According to the junk dealer, the Chiral hourglass is extremely fragile, and that kind of cargo is best carried by hand.
That's a little something from the junk dealer. Sam, that active skeleton is built for speed. It's designed to augment muscle movement, enabling you to travel faster. There's even a boost function if you really need to hustle, but it'll eat up battery about as fast as you eat up the ground. To think he made a thing like that out of junk, talent like his shouldn't go to waste.
But apparently that's going to make it so you don't get the extra weight. Our existing skeleton lets us carry more. Well, we'll try it. Let's take our old skeleton, the power one, and put it in the locker. We'll try it.
Order assigned.
Okay, I have to hold it. I have to hold left trigger the entire time. And I guess I can't ride. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. So I am going that way. I don't like this. I don't like not being able to do stuff. Like I'm gonna have to. I don't know.
Restrictions lifted.
Let's get up on top of the ridge there and then go along it. It feels like you can see it clipping through the box on my leg, which I think is more grenades. Very fragile. Oh, great. No, it's okay. It's just timefall. I was thinking it was BTs. God damn it. Okay. Put it down. So we can still fight. We just have to put it down. There's a ghost. Or footprints up there. From where? There. Okay. Oh, I don't like this at all. In time fall no less. That was an interesting sound. Where am I going? It's still quite a ways off. Okay, that is not a sound I've heard before in this game. Okay, never mind. Not a problem. Let's get out of the time. My goodness, we're speedy. I think I prefer the other one, though. I mean, how often is it that the problem is you want to go really fast with a small amount of cargo, as opposed to going normal with a lot of cargo?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Then do it. Okay.
Are you with Fragile Express? No. You're a Bridges porter, aren't you? I'm not expecting a package. Oh, it's nothing dangerous, is it? Oh my lord. I never thought I'd see this again. Let me have a closer look.
Is that his daughter?
Oh,
She seems old.
incredible. Not so much as a single scratch. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, that's his wife. And that, I guess. In horrible condition. My poor bots. They can't get anything done. Almost up to 200. Gotta like those nice round numbers.
So, I'm on the one and only Chiral network now. That's wonderful.
Not yet.
I'm happy to be a part of the UCA.
Anti-BT handgun. Handgun?
You'll drop by again, won't you?
Hey, there she is. Okay.
Take me with you. Please. I have to see him again. I made this for him, you know. When the terrorists attacked, my mother and I barely escaped with our lives.
Interesting.
I tried to find him afterwards. I did. I just didn't know where to look. But that's not why I stopped. My mother never liked him. She made that pretty clear. But I didn't think she'd go as far as to lie. So when she said that he died, I believed her. Until I heard that message. It's him. It's really him. I should never have given up. Deep down, I knew he was out there somewhere. But I couldn't leave my mother all alone. So I tried to make my peace with it. Only I couldn't. Not even if I do wanted to. I was stuck in the past, unable to move on. Take me to him. I'm begging you. I'm ready to go. Right now if you want. Just say you'll take me.
She has a very curious way of speaking. I'm not... It sounds a little like it's a foreign accent, but I'm not convinced it is. It sounds almost as if it was like, I don't know, cerebral palsy or something, where she just has like a speech impediment. I don't know. Anyway, let's... You're on the UCC, so we can fabricate things now. Yeah.
That there's a handgun configured to fire hematic rounds. Bullets loaded with your own blood. Should do some damage to any BTs you come across. The gun draws blood from your body, or any bags on hand, to fill its cartridges when in use. Length of the trigger pull determines the amount loaded into the next round.
Interesting.
Longer pulls mean more blood and more potential damage to the BT on the receiving end. Just don't drain yourself dry by accident, okay?
That's gonna take some experimenting to find out the proper time to hold it. Yeah, make one. And then... I guess we're good. Yeah, we got 5 grenades. I could bring a carrier. I don't think I need to. Yeah, I'll give you the medals. Transfusion rounds. For when you want to be a really aggressive donor.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you for your continued support.
Well, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
An Unknown Man's Journal Part 2. Oh, a whole bunch of new journal entries. Cool.
Thank you for your contribution.
You see, Die Hardman, his memory chips give you lore about the game. It's really interesting stuff, as opposed to like a picture of a motorcycle. Antique curios. They won't get there in the... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Chiral artist delivery, human delivery. Okay.
It's not often that we're asked to transport people, but with the world being the way it is, it might well be the safest way to travel.
Anyway, Sam, the Chiral artist wants you to take her to the junk dealer. To do so, your only option is to carry her in a body bag. It might seem strange, but it'll keep her safe from timefall and chiral contamination, while allowing her to breathe.
Sure. The Chiral artist. She's the one who created the glass. She's being transported in a body bag. I guess it's too difficult to have like escort quests and actually have to deal with a third party pathing and that kind of thing.
As you know, you'll be transporting a living human being for a change. It goes without saying that any falls or heavy impacts sustained may result in injury to your client.
She's light.
So proceed with caution, now more than ever.
Ah, so now we can't carry much else. So, at least her face is open. Let's put some of these grenades back in the private locker, and we'll just rely on this new gun. So what have I got? I have a shoulder free. Let's get one of those grenades back out. Oh, I have my hips free also. Yeah, I could do it. Sure. Right hip, left hip. I'm used to having the other type of thing. So we're leaving behind the repair spray. That's fine.
I'll hold the hourglass. I don't want it to break.
Order assigned.
You okay back there? Like, really? You couldn't just walk along next to me? Ooh, another one of these big things.
Keep on keeping on.
Can I ride a car with you?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Yeah. Nice.
It's not far from here, I think.
Where am I
Look
going?
for the tower,
Yeah, it's right
where
there.
it bubbles up and it spreads. That's how you can tell. It'll swallow you up if you let it. It's bottomless. For a soul, climb the floor.
Sorry.
So, claim the folks who use these places to dispose of calorium-contaminated waste.
Oh, is this Crater Lake?
And bodies too. If you don't have time to burn them, there's always the tar.
What a cheery thought. Fair enough. Let's see how this new thing works. Where are you? Oh, that's not good. God, that came... Whoa. I'm not convinced that was any good at all. Maybe I just need to get used to firing faster. Because it just came straight for me. With the grenades, they kind of just sit there. Ooh. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm not sold on that. I mean, that was terrifying.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, let's put this away so we can balance a little better. Oh, running out of power. You know what? I just realized when he picks these up, he's essentially shaking hands with the hand on the ground, isn't he? I like it. Got some nice theming there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Ah, right.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
There's an animation you don't see very much. Him pulling himself up like that? No. cargo has been contaminated and marked for disposal. The bottom of a crater lake. Take it to the nearest lake. Interesting. One girl for you. I'm afraid it was only a partial delivery.
Are you hurt?
Wait a minute.
Thanks, Bridges. I can't believe you're alive.
That's my line, silly.
I thought you were dead.
My mom told me you were.
I kept it close. Always. But after the attack, it stopped working. I thought about fixing it, getting the sand flowing again. But it felt too much like moving on. Like forgetting you.
Well, now we can both move on. Together, you and me. If you're ready.
Of course.
The man I knew. They don't peddle junk. He fixed things, made them like new again. Picking up the pieces and making the most of them. That's what I do best too. But this is one piece. We don't need. The only time that matters is the time I spend with you. So let's count the moments ourselves together. I'm asking you to marry me, dummy.
Okay.
I will. I do. Yes.
I completely
One other
misinterpreted
thing.
that relationship.
What?
Don't hate Mom, please. Tell her this is what we want. Help her to understand and accept it. Because she needs us, and I need her.
All right. I'm pretty good at patching things up.
Okay, wow. I had no idea that they were a couple. I thought... Didn't he say he wanted his daughter? Maybe not. He said his girl. But I just... The video he showed us was of a child. At least that was the way it was... I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We got a bunch of likes from it.
Sorry, I was such an asshole. I treated you and Fragile like shit. I'm gonna try and make a fresh start with my girl. And though I can't do half of what you people do out there every day, I'm ready to pull my weight. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man. The UCA can count on me. It'll take some getting used to, but it's past time. We will join the UCA's network. I won't let you down. I swear.
will never forget you. Thank you.
That whole bit was oddly hilarious. Yeah, he's just a kid. Stun bomb. That's new. Prepper interview and an asexual world.
Sam, that whole region is connected to the Cairo network now. Head for the next area. To connect South Knot City, you'll need to make a delivery from Lake Knot City.
Huh? Not sure I follow. Why not just get them on the network? Let them print what they need.
Because you can't print everything. You do know that, right? Food, medicine, organic compounds, that blood of yours that's proven so effective against BTs? None of that can be sent via the network. Only the old-fashioned way. The people of South Knot have been struggling ever since the last attack. Now, if they're to survive, they'll need all the supplies Lake Knot can spare. Head back there and pick up the order. By the way, sometimes you might find yourself traveling home empty-handed, right? Wasted trip, I say. Make the most out of it by making sure you've always got an order on your back. For instance, one just came in from the junk dealer. A joint request from him and the Chiral artist, looks like. I think it'd be in everyone's best interest if you took it on. Check the terminal for details.
Heads up, Sam. I'm detecting abnormal chiral levels to the north of South Knot City. The numbers indicate heavy timefall in the area. It appears to be some kind of storm, but nothing like anything I've ever seen before. Though, truth be told, I can't actually see it either. The storm should be right outside my lab, but with the baby, I'm in no position to investigate. Doesn't seem to have done any real damage yet, but would you mind looking into it for me? Just be sure to keep your distance, alright?
Alright, well before we do anything, let's just go ahead and take a look at our mail. Or the data. Let's do some interviews. So, we just got this. It was... We haven't turned that in yet. Yeah. Or no, this was the journal from the dude. We have apparently another motorcycle we could turn in. The junk dealer. Incredible, isn't it? This hourglass? See how the sand flows upwards? Got chiral particles in it. That's why it moves like that. Just look at the shape of the glass. So elegant, so delicate. Just like the girl who made it. Hard to believe it's even of this world. But it was made by human hands, all right. Crazy, isn't it? No wonder everyone in South Knot City knows her work. You can imagine how I felt when she gave it to me. I guess you could say it was a thank you present. She'd asked me to fix something for her, and this was what I got in return. You know, I've done jobs for all kinds over the years, but none of my other customers ever did anything like this for me. Most will just toss you a couple likes, and that's the end of it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a like or two. It's just, this was different. The moment she gave me this hourglass, I knew I wanted to be with her. Never happened though. Ain't cut out for love and relationships. Don't have what it takes. Other people kind of scare me, to be honest. Still, even if we can't be together, at least I'll have this hourglass. Huh. This journal of this dude? Ha and Ka, body and soul. The two become separated, you die. In this world, at least. That death ain't the end, though. So long as your soul's got a body to come back to, you can be reborn. Resuscitated, anyway. That's why people built coffins and sarcophagi, to preserve the body, so the soul had a home it could return to. I learned all this and more from an old book I found, The Wisdom of the Egyptians, chock full of interesting tidbits about death and how to overcome it, like the golden death masks of the pharaohs, the ones decorated using magical adornments as an indication of the wearer's prestige and power. I tell you, if we've learned anything from the beach, it's that the Egyptians had it all figured out. That's why I've decided to give myself a mask. Not a death mask, but one for living, for ruling. Today is the last day anyone sees my face. I don't need it anymore. Interesting. Is this going to turn out to be Higgs? Huh. A Bridges way station out west just got taken out by terrorists. Used a void out to do it. They dumped a corpse nearby and let it go necro, dropping BTs right in people's laps. Word is Demons heard that Bridges was sending an expeditionary force out west to facilitate the reconstruction of America, or some such. Guess they didn't take kindly to that. Terrorists, separatists, isolationists, all these folk claim America is coming for their freedom. That the old guard wants to put them in chains, make the individual subservient to the collective. They ask what it's all for in a post-Stranding world, when today's triumph is tomorrow's crater. Daddy used to spout the same tired lines, said America never did nothing for nobody. That's why we took to living in a shelter. Better down in the hole than out there under their thumb. He was a real saint, my daddy. Tried to run a few times, but he'd just drag me back inside, kicking and screaming, where he'd put those heavy hands of his to work and remind me what had happened if I disrespected his authority. But that's love, isn't it? His way of looking after an orphan child he raised as his own. He was only trying to protect me from the evils of the outside world. I owe him my life, and my powers too. First time I ever sensed a BT was when I held him, moments before he went necro. Just like when I dumped that prepper's body. My daddy showed me that corpses are precious, powerful things. They're so much more than bombs. Terrorists ought to treat them with proper respect. Okay. I've had us team up with a bunch of porters who service the central part of the country. Had to be done. The writing was on the wall for my crew otherwise, and guess what? Their leaders got dooms. I've got a feeling we're going to be good friends. Demons and terrorists have been getting more aggressive ever since the Bridges expedition set out. As if BTs and mules weren't enough, now we've got to keep our eyes peeled for those assholes when we're making runs. All the more reason we've got to come together, get organized. Me and my new partner, we've been talking about consolidating our operations so we can cover the whole continent. If we do, I suppose that'd make us like the UCA in some respects. Different structure and methods, but similar ideology. A deep and abiding belief in the importance of community. But the devil's in the details, isn't it? Rules, structures. Can't just let people make decisions for themselves. And therein lies the risk. Can't have us repeating the sins of the past with another USA. And demons, well, they ain't about to think for themselves. At the end of the day, a community needs a strong leader. And the God's honest truth is that I'm the only one cut out for it. The rumors I'd heard about my new partner's powers don't do her justice. I knew she had dooms, but she's on a whole other level. I tell you, I've never seen anything like it. Not only can she perceive BTs, she can actually use the beach. Compared to hers, my powers are nothing. Parlor tricks, courtesy of a few corpses. But it doesn't matter. Not so long as I've got her. Before we met, I was bound by the limitations of my abilities. I was a blind man groping for shadows of a secret realm. But now, because of her, I can actually go to the beach. The beach. With her by my side, I can reshape this world. Not into what it was. With the old USA. Not like what Bridges wants. Something new. Something everlasting. Right here and now. A world where we are free to do whatever we goddamn please. My partner's powers are extraordinary, sure, but deep down I know the two of us alone don't have what it takes to bring true, lasting freedom to the people. Everything we've done that we continue to do, no matter how much it may seem to bring people together, is still a far cry from the way it should be. Timefall, BTs, chiral clouds, All this and more serves to cut us off from the rest of creation, and I have to say I don't think that's ever going to change. Even people like me and my partner, we have our limits. But now, I've met someone who has none. Someone who could save the world from this madness, make it whole again, put our shattered pieces back together. Interesting. Maybe that's Higgs, the person they met. I don't know. In an asexual world, records suggest that the widespread aversion towards physical contact and intimacy was a phenomenon that had been observed even before the Death Stranding. One contemporary report, for example, details the increasing popularity of the sexless lifestyle among young people. A growing percentage of the younger cohort were self-identifying as asexual, claiming to be incapable of feeling desire or attraction. Accordingly, such individuals were less likely to have children or engage in sexual activity. It should be noted, however, that many other unique sexual identities were being recognized during this period, such as demisexuals, who are incapable of sexual attraction without an emotional connection, and panromantics, who profess an attraction unrestricted by sex or gender, albeit one not necessarily sexual in nature. One theory posits that the Stranding accelerated the proliferation of these sexualities. In a terrifying new world in which BTs roam and annihilation is an everyday occurrence, people have grown reticent to form emotional connections with others. Although there has been no measurable decrease in human fertility, the birth rate has nevertheless dropped dramatically. Incidents of sexual harassment and assault have also seen a sharp decrease, which seems to suggest that sex could not be further from our minds, for better or worse. I must preempt myself by admitting that I do not have any empirical data with which to support the following claim. That said, it is my contention that based on the aforementioned observations and others, the vast majority of the population could be categorized as asexual. Interesting. They do seem afraid of touching each other, or at least Sam does. Any interesting tips? Special icons. Hot spring and bottomless tar. Yeah, we've seen the tall grass before, but I guess I assume path road was just the same as light terrain, the safe terrain, but it's a circle apparently. Okay. Anything else? Stun bombs. Stun bombs paralyze enemies with an electric shock, and can temporarily immobilize vehicles. That's new. Right now, we don't have anything else that can attack a vehicle. We just have to wait for people to get out and try to attack us. I wonder if we're going to start seeing more dangerous humans. Okay, we're done. I'm going to take a break here. So thank you everyone for watching. Till next time.